Hey YT fam, so my name is Angie. I'm back here to talk to you guys about my home birth experience and the hypnobirthing method that I used to get me through my birth experience. Before I do that, I do want to introduce you guys to the fur kids and the human baby, just in case you hear them in the background or I have to cut the video short to tend to them. So here we have Bane, we have Missy and Cuervo, and then over here we have baby Logan. It's a she. The baby's a she. I shouldn't say it. My baby is a she. So I am going to put this here and hope that we can get this video going. Okay, so like I used to do my videos before, I do want to do a little read because I don't think I did one in the last few, and I've been reading this book. Second time I'm reading it, and it's just such a great book. It's called Wherever You Go, There You Are by Jon Kabat-Zinn, and this is the short little quote that I'm gonna read. I exist as I am, that is enough. If no other in the world be aware, I sit content. And if each and all be aware, I sit content. One world is aware, and by far the largest to me, and that is myself. And whether I come to my own today, or in 10,000 or in 10 million years, I can cheerfully take it now, or with equal cheerfulness I can wait. And that's Walt Whitman. His book Leaves of Grass. Love that. I love that. Just, you know, if no one else notices the hard work you do, you notice it yourself, and you be happy with that. So I'm going to be referring to my hypnobirthing book. I took a hypnobirthing class. I actually heard about it through my chiropractor. In the beginning of my pregnancy, I was doing some chiropractic work, and he told me that birth did not have to be painful, and that birth could be short and beautiful. And I was so in awe. Sorry, let me just move this over again before it falls. I was in such awe, like, wow, birth doesn't have to be painful. Everyone in my family, in my partner's family, was like, birth is so painful. It's like the worst pain. And it was just really a lot of trauma sharing stories. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I'm scared. And so I was talking to my chiropractor, and he was like, there's nothing to be afraid of. And so here's Bane. I love you. He told me about hypnobirthing, and I was like, wow, what is this? Like, you know, I'm into meditation. I'm into practicing pretty much. It doesn't even just have to be the sitting down meditation. Any type of meditation, whether it's listening to music, dancing, walking, stretching, anything that'll bring my mind and body to ease when I'm kind of feeling frustrated or going through tough times. Reading, for example, I'm open to. So when he told me about hypnobirthing, I was really open to it because I was like, wow, you know, like I don't want to have a painful or fearful experience when it comes to bringing my child into this world or this new life. I want them to have as much of a peaceful experience as they can, because I know that my baby can feel everything that I was feeling. So looked into it. I'm here in Miami. I took a hypnobirthing class at Amazing Births and Beyond. They do chiropractic work, they do massages, they do yoga, they do breastfeeding class. They do a lot of things. Check them out. I'll add their link on the bottom. Really great place. The owner, Vivian Keeler, she's amazing. So, you know, shout out to her for having this space and for teaching women about hypnobirthing. So I went there, took a class with my partner, and by the way, partner, husband, Papa Bear. I refer to him as all of the above. So we went there. It was a 5-week class, and it was every Saturday for 5 weeks. They gave us a book to read, and they also gave us this pamphlet or little thing that's like just full of information that was in the book. So it was an amazing class. Every time I went in there, I felt like I was going in for a meditation session. Like we were just relaxing, we were breathing, we were doing all this great stuff to expand our mind, prepare our body, our mind, and also to become knowledgeable in the whole birth experience. So when we chose to have a home birth, that was kind of the beginning of us actually having watched, I think it's called The Business of Being Born, or somewhere along those lines. I'll find out, and I'll also put that on the link or the information in the little info box. So we watched that, and then we knew, okay, we kind of don't want to be in the hospital. And so we started looking at home births or natural births. We even looked at birth centers, and we ended up just choosing home. I found my doula while I was at a sweat lodge, an all-women sweat lodge here in Miami, actually Hollywood, Florida. Vicki, I'll put her Instagram on there. And then through her, I found my midwife, Mimi. I don't know her Instagram, but if she does have one, I'll also share it. I'll ask her what her information is to share with you guys. And both of these women, just again, thankful, powerful women. I'll hopefully make another video about both of them, and how they helped, and the services that came along with having a midwife and a doula. I'm not promising that because I am a new mom. I have 3 fur babies, and I'm just learning this way. I want to post YouTube videos frequently. I've been wanting to do it for the past few years, and so and I just post when I post, to be honest with you. Not sidetracking. Getting back to what this video is about is hypnobirthing. And what is hypnobirthing? So hypnobirthing is a method used to self-hypnotize, if you want to use the word hypnotize. It's really like a state of mind that you go into so deep. It's so meditative. It's so soothing. You self-soothe yourself. And you're using breathing techniques, your body, and your own knowledge to stay calm, stay comfortable, stay relaxed throughout the whole birth. So I'm gonna refer to this book to kind of just keep me on track for a few things. To start, I want to share how we started everything, which is learning about the uterus. So the uterus, when you start going into labor, it's when you start having your contractions. In hypnobirthing, we refer to it as surges. So in hypnobirthing, even using different language helps you and your mind kind of not look at it like, instead of contractions, you use surges because they're waves. Your uterus is doing a wave to bring your baby down. It's like instead of pain, it's discomfort, or it's pressure, or it's not a pain where you're like, I'm tensing up and it's painful. It's like, no, it's a little, maybe there's some discomfort going on. Your body's not sure. Okay, it's a little uncomfortable, but it's not painful. So you're not going into this state of like pain and ouch and tensing up. You really want to just stay relaxed the whole time. So just a few words there, right? Like there's a whole bunch of different words that they use in hypnobirthing, which is really awesome. I didn't even know that. And it makes sense. If we normally are mindful of our words, right, then it can change the whole direction of things. So being mindful of the words, understanding how the uterus works, so that when you're feeling that surge or that contraction, you're feeling that wave. And I just kept envisioning the ocean and how the ocean is like, and that was what my uterus was doing to bring baby down and bring baby out. So also with understanding what's going on with your body and the verbiage, you're helping the nervous system. So here specifically the autonomic nervous system, forgive me. I really used this mainly when I was birthing. I was like studying it hardcore, and now it's kind of like washed away because that happens with me. But the autonomic nervous system is your like fight or flight, right? So when you are in a situation where you're afraid, which most of the time when I was talking to women who had traumatic births, they were so afraid because of what they heard. Their body was already in like I'm afraid mode, tight, tense, send signals to your brain, send signals to your body, and all of a sudden, instead of you being relaxed and your pelvic area and your uterus relaxing and working together, they start to tense. Less blood flow goes there to the areas that it's really needed in, and now you have your body's kind of shutting down because it's like using the energy to use it in a different part. Maybe like, okay, use your legs to run, or put your arms up, or it's not going to the area where it's needed in the time of birth, which is really to baby, your uterus, your whole lower body to prepare to birth your child. So that to me was like, wow, that makes sense. If I'm afraid, then how would my whole body be able to relax? Whereas if I'm not afraid, my body's able to relax and we're able to work as one. We're able to work together, like I'm able to work with the contractions or surges. I'm able to work with the discomfort or pain, and I'm not going to refer to it as pain moving on in this video because it wasn't painful at all. And that's a personal experience. It may be painful to other women. And I'm starting to see more hypnobirthing videos put out there, and I'm so in love with all of these videos because you see the women in taking control of something so sacred, so powerful, so beautiful, a moment that's like it should really be cared for with gentle love, with tenderness, and just sweet love on the body, honestly. So I'm loving these videos. So it starts there, right? Oh, sorry, battery may be dying. So I don't know if I'll get through the whole hypnobirthing or if I'll have to make a part 2. I'll see how the video goes. So we had a birth plan. You want to have a birth plan when you're doing a hypnobirth, whether it's how you want to, who you want to have around, where you want to have the birth, whether you want to use medication or not, just having a plan. So our plan was home birth, no medication, and if we had to go to the hospital, we also had a, just in case, like they kept on telling us in the class to be prepared, but to not manifest that, like we really manifested, prayed, meditated on having this home birth and everything going smooth. And if there were moments where, I'll talk about it openly, at the day before I gave birth, I had to go to the hospital because we weren't sure if my water broke or not. And I was so thankful. My midwife prepared me for what to say if we had to leave and they weren't releasing us. But luckily they released us. Water didn't break yet. They were really cool, really nice people. And I was so happy with how the experience went, because it could have gone the other direction where they're like, we're going to keep you. You have to give birth right now. And then, I had to prepare for that as well. So have a birth plan. And then there was visualization. So this is what we visualized our vagina as, which is a beautiful flower blossoming, and this is the baby's head. And so you want to envision the flower blossoming, and like you can envision any type of flower. This is beautiful because it resembles the vagina. For some reason, I'm obsessed with sunflowers, so I was envisioning like the sunflower from when it's like green and all you see is the little yellow petals kind of peeking out, and then it starts opening, and then I would envision the center of the sunflower as the baby's head. So visualization is huge. Visualize your birth. Visualize yourself in places that bring you calmness. Like I love being outdoors, so For me, it was the beach or a park. I would visualize myself there to just relax, you know, visualizing water, visualizing flowers growing, springtime, anything that's going to help you visualize and feel that calmness. Also, you want to visualize towards the end of your pregnancy what the baby is going to be positioned like. So around 7 months was my last ultrasound. I had been working with a midwife that was at it wasn't a birth center, it was just an OB. And we didn't really connect energetically speaking. So I was so happy when I found Mimi, because Mimi was just awesome. Like the vibe was right, the energy was right, very informative, very amazing woman, very empowering woman, and very soothing in the sense of like, she never made me worry or feel like, you know, doubtful of myself. Whereas this other birthing, or it wasn't a birth center, this other OB and their midwife, she was like, your baby's breached. Worst case scenario, C-section, C-section, C-section. And I was just like, man, you give me no alternatives. You're just straight C-section. You give me no comfort that my body it knows what it's doing and the baby can shift. So baby did shift. And I was just so thankful that Mimi just kept giving me that reassurance. So towards the end, visualize your baby's head down, you know, like the baby in the perfect position. And I believe that works, because baby Logan, she was in the perfect position. She came smoothly. I didn't have any tearing, thank God. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful experience. Okay. The beauty in hypnobirthing is the breath work. Breath work is everything, and it's everything in regular life, not just birthing. It's like if you're stressing and you focus on your breathing and just relax. If you're walking and you want to do a breathing meditation, if you're swimming, if you're reading, anything you're doing, when you really it's so relaxing. I know that there's people that do Kundalini breath work. That's amazing too. So in hypnobirthing, there's breath work as well. No surprise there, right? And there's 3 different types of breath work. So there's the calming breath, and it's when you are in between surges, in between your contractions, right? And you're just and you bring a rhythm to your breath. So you're in for 4, out for 8, and you really feel the calmness just in your body and your breath. Everything is relaxing. Everything is just, you know, flowing. You can play music if you want. We used an app. We had music. We had lights. Lights are really amazing as well. So whatever works for you. Then there's surge breathing, and that's when you're actually having the contraction. And for surge breathing, you breathe in and count to 20. You can count faster. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and you're like really breathing deep, and then you exhale. And I'm using my mouth here, but while I was birthing, it was all through my nose. It was just really filling your stomach and then release. So, and then there's birth breathing. So I remember in the moment, I was like asking my midwife, like, I felt the baby low. I was in different positions throughout my birth was 4 hours. So throughout the birth, I was in different positions. And I remember at one point I was like, I feel the baby. I feel the baby, and the baby is coming. And so, and I referred to baby Logan as baby, still, I guess, like working with, knowing now, we waited to find out that our baby's birth, our baby's sex. Sorry. So baby Logan, she, right? We would call baby, while she was in my belly the whole time, baby, and Logan. So I'm so used to calling her baby and Logan. But anyways, when we got to that point where baby's ready to come out, I remember her saying, I was asking her, what do I do now? And she was like, you breathe your baby out. And so the best way to practice this breath work, and I did it the whole time throughout the pregnancy, was or towards the end, right, from 7 months to 9 months, J breathing. So it's this inhale and then you exhale, but you're really using that breath to push down, or not push down, breathe down. For example, when you're going to the bathroom and you're pooping, and you breathe out your poop, so you're not straining, you're not like, right? It's a smooth poop, and every poop I had while I was pregnant and I was doing my J breathing was smooth. I'm sorry if that's too much information for you, but just so you get the idea, if you practice J breathing while you are pooping, it's the best way to prepare for that feeling when you're birthing and you're like, oh, baby's coming, okay, and you feel that pressure and you feel, the opening and the coming down of baby, then you're breathing her out, or him, breathing baby out. And another part of relaxation is your face muscles, your shoulders, your whole body. Like, there was times where I was like, ooh, I felt that one a little more, and my midwife would just come and bring her hands to my shoulder, or my doula would massage my lower back with amazing essential oils that even smell at that point is just like, that's so nice. But the massaging of the shoulders reminded me to just relax and bring that, let go of that tension and just relax. Your face, you want to keep it relaxed, because if you're like, whatever, that's causing your pelvic area to tense up, which I was so surprised. I was like, oh my gosh. I just thought of going to the gyno, and when they, are doing an exam or whatever, a pap smear, for example, and they stick that, I don't know what it's called, and if you tense up, it like hurts more, whereas if you relax your pelvic area, I remember there was one doctor who was just like, relax, just relax. And ever since then, every time I have a OB appointment, I relax so much, and it's like they're in and out. There's no tension, there's no tensing, there's in and out. And I also noticed that my face is also like very relaxed. It's not like scrunching and like, it's helping with the relaxation. So face relaxation, shoulder relaxation, body relaxation, pelvic relaxation. Those are the areas you want to relax when you're focusing on hypnobirthing. Alrighty. Moving along, your hypnobirthing team or partner, if you're choosing to do just you and your partner, remember that your partner plays a role as well. Be completely comfortable with telling your partner what you want, what you don't want. Like at some point you might be like, I don't want to talk anymore. I just want a wet towel right here, please. Massage my feet. We had our word was yellow, and once I said yellow, it was like, don't want to talk anymore. Like I'm just in my zone, breathing. Thank you for being there, physically supporting. But you go into this very deep inward place to just really calm and zone out of anything else going on. So for me, my birth team was my doula, my midwife, and my husband. And it was just, everyone played such a beautiful part. Everyone came in at the right time. Everyone did what they needed to do. And they really helped me stay calm, and they really helped me remember that I can do this. I was made to do this, and this is gonna be the birth that we planned for, which it really was. And I was so thankful. Such a beautiful experience, such a pain-free experience, such a comfortable experience. An empowering experience in the sense that I had full control of my body, and I trusted my body, and I trusted my baby, and I trusted my team, and so really have that. Build a circle of trust, build a circle of comfort, build a circle of honesty and you know, just knowledge. Become knowledgeable in what the whole process is. Become knowledgeable in the history of women being able to birth without medication, without pain, with full support of community, and not be doubtful. Don't be doubtful of that, you know. Stand in your power, stand in your grace of being a woman, of being able to bring life into this world. It's a beautiful, beautiful experience. So there's also birth positions. I don't know if you can see it there. Screenshot. I'll hide my face. So these birth positions, you can use them when you start labor. So once your water breaks, or if your water hasn't broke but you're having surges, contractions, again, I'm gonna just go on with surges, then you can use these positions to help bring your baby to a beautiful place of crowning without pain. You can bring baby down through each surge with grace and ease, and just, you know, not feeling any pain. So I had the lateral, which is when you're on your side and you are hugging a pillow. That position, I was on each side for 20 minutes, twice. I even had the birth ball. I used that more so way before the contractions. I was like doing little hip rolls and stuff. Then I was in the polar bear, which is like when you're face down. So show you, I was in this one, I was in this one. The polar bear really is when I was like, oh, okay, I'm feeling a little more. But again, staying really calm. It was not painful. It was just a sensation, like how we feel touch, how we feel water on our skin, how we smell, how it was just another sensation. It was just another feeling. And then I was in the supported backward sit on the toilet. And that's when I was like, oh, okay, liquid or fluid coming out of me. Baby was really coming down in that position. And I was like, oh yeah, I feel my baby coming down my body or coming down my uterus, coming down my cervix. It was just like, wow, nice. I can feel this. And it's not a painful feeling. It's just a feeling. And then I, moved my hips around, squatted a few times, and then went back to the bed, did the lateral again. And that's when I was like, time for baby to come. We made it into the birth pool, and that's when the baby came. So those were the positions I used. Again, there's so many positions. Ooh, that's Cuervo. Let me show you again. You can use any of those positions to help your baby just with ease come down to the perfect position for you to just breathe that baby out. Let's see. Okay, so that's really it. Everything else is once baby's here. I really hope that if this video resides with you, and that's my baby calling me, that you look into hypnobirthing, or at least other videos that will help you. I know that there's so many videos right now, and I'm so happy to see that, of women having beautiful births, taking power of their body, trusting their body, and creating a birth story that you're proud of, not just to be proud of and be like, yeah, but you're proud of because you have the power. You know that your body was made for this. You know that you're bringing love into this world through peace, or whatever reasons you may want to have this hypnobirthing experience. Maybe you just don't want to, have pain, or maybe you just don't want to be afraid, or whatever the reason may be for you. I really hope that you look into it. I really hope that you know of the power in the mind. In any case, it doesn't have to be just because you're pregnant. It could be for any reason, in anything in life. And yeah, thank you guys if you watched this long. I appreciate it. So much love. I will be posting about the Amazing Birth Center here in Florida. If you want to take that hypnobirthing class or look on their website for any other classes, I'll be posting my doula's Instagram and my midwife's if she has one, or at least her email. And yeah, guys, I appreciate you. Have a blessed day. Bye.